Story tonight takes us to Blacksburg. New Virginia Tech head football coach James Franklin is on campus meeting fans for the first time. The former leader of the Penn State program will call Blacksburg home. He's a big name in college football, and Virginia Tech wasn't the only program hoping to draw him in. At his first press conference today, Franklin explained why he decided to put on the maroon and orange. He says he felt aligned with the school throughout the hiring process.
I think it was just very obvious early on that they had a plan. Obviously, you guys have seen and heard about the investment that was made before I really even got involved in this process, so I think that was helpful. I also think benchmarking is really important, right? And being able to study how Virginia Tech ranks in the ACC in terms of investment, staff size, all those types of things was really important, so that when I got involved, they were already pretty far along in that process. So that made a ton of sense to me, and then obviously just the tradition and the history here.
Before Franklin made his decision, he said he needed the blessing of Hokie legend Frank Beamer. Coach Beamer gave his blessing both over the phone and in person today. And today's celebration at Virginia Tech did not happen overnight. It took weeks of pursuit, hours of creating the contracts, and of course, millions and millions of dollars in public and private money. President Tim Sands believes it's all worth it.
You ask a student or alum, tell me about an experience you had at Virginia Tech that just made you feel like this was home, this was your place. They're almost always going to come up with some kind of athletic event they were at. The football game, could be a basketball game, but they're going to remember something special.
And this excitement continued tonight in Blacksburg as James Franklin showed up to the basketball game against Bryant. WDBJ 7's Austin Hicks brings us fan reaction to see Franklin in person for the first time.
Let's go! Hundreds of Hokie fans packed into Castle Coliseum to see the new face of Virginia Tech football, James Franklin, and fans are already impressed.
What a hire. I mean, 5-star hire for sure. He won the press conference, which is no surprise, but I'm telling you what, there are bright times ahead for Hokie football.
Earlier in the day, Franklin had his official introduction press conference, and during the presser, he spoke on how he was already in contact with 40 Virginia recruits. Fans say they have high expectations.
We've seen what he can do at Penn State. He's winning 10 games a year. I think with looking at our schedule next year, Miami's really the only major opponent that we're going to probably have. So I'm looking for at least a 9-10 win season coming into next year.
He's got a tough road to hew here, and he needs a quarterback. So if he gets a really good quarterback, yeah, he could do some damage.
Franklin was one of the hottest names in this year's coaching carousel. His hiring, along with the more than $220 million investment in the athletic department, is sending a clear message to Hokie fans and the college world.
Finally, they're putting a lot of money into this. Hang with the big boys. So, yeah, absolutely thrilled, man.
They're telling the college football world Virginia Tech's coming back, and we're going to play on the big stage.
Coach Franklin will lead his first game at Lane Stadium September 5th. In Blacksburg, Austin Hicks, WDBJ 7.
Virginia Tech football will host 13th ranked Miami this weekend. And before this announcement, those football tickets were cheap. With Franklin now in the fold, the university says this Saturday's football game has sold out. And we have Franklin's full